And for those who enjoy this channel and would love to support us financially, please feel free to hit that donate link. We'd greatly appreciate it. God bless.
Well, here, I want to ask you a quick question that I asked in the opening. If there really was Adam and Eve, okay, we started from two people, okay, what would you expect to find in our genetics? You being an open-minded, skeptical individual, what would you expect to find?
Incest. I don't know. I think it's possible for any two individuals from species to create, to basically sustain that species and to multiply. I don't see, with the right dice rolling, I mean, you can basically marry your sister and have a perfectly fine kid. So, which obviously happened, right, according to your story. But I don't see a problem with that.
Because once again,
I don't know what would happen.
Yeah, but I have to point out your assumption for the audience. You're assuming that we explain the vast majority of DNA differences as mutation. When we accumulate 100 new mutations per person per generation, we have a lot of other inherited DNA differences that are being passed on that are not mutation related. So even the evolutionist actually resorts to and looks to pre-existing heterozygosity. Yes. We're just saying the original heterozygosity was engineered by God. That's also why we look to function, of course. But the question I asked you, you didn't really answer it honestly, I find, because I think you knew in your head, you probably thought, okay, I would expect to find low genetic diversity, evidence for one Y chromosomal ancestor, evidence for a mitochondrial DNA ancestor. And we can look at observed mutation rates, not accounting for evolutionary assumptions, and it takes us right back to 6,000 years. I mean, everybody's Y chromosome and everybody's mitochondrial DNA is incredibly similar. That's why the evolutionist looks to the population bottleneck. Even they believe in mitochondrial, even Y chromosome, Adam. Of course, they resort to unrealistic mutation rates and phylogenetic assumptions to come up with their date as to when they existed. But that is the evidence that one should expect to find if they're open-minded and a critical thinker like yourself. I mean, what other evidence would you want to find for me to convince you that, hey, listen, Adam and Eve exist, the Bible is true?
There's this, where the hell was I going with that? Totally lost my train. It's really late for me.